This is a video reaction to a reaction of someone throwing orange confetti over George Osborne on his wedding day.
It appears to be the case that the campaign group Just Stop Oil have attacked George Osborne, the ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, on his wedding day earlier today.
I'll ask you about another issue that came up over the weekend, and that was the orange confetti that was thrown at George Osborne and his new bride, Thea, at their wedding. Now, you are standing in front of the Avon and Somerset logo. You're in that region. Have you had any conversation about whether that was a criminal offence and whether charges might be brought?
Now, before we get to Suella's comments, I'm going to bring in some information about a poison email that was sent to guests who were attending the wedding. This contained allegations over Osborne's private life. No paper is reporting what the allegations are at the moment, but they are making a big song and dance about an unyet named BBC presenter who allegedly paid $35,000 for sexually explicit photos of a 17-year-old. Let's just make that clear. It was a 17-year-old, not a 16-year-old, and this person didn't have sex with her. Just explicit photos. So let's just make that clear one last time. This presenter paid $35,000 for explicit photos of a 17-year-old and didn't have sex with a 16-year-old.
Well, of course, the police are operationally independent, so I would never intervene in any case, matter, nor seek to do so. But from what I've seen on the media and from at first sight, it looks deplorable, frankly, for anyone to try to interrupt someone's special day, a wedding day.
Well, I think this story is sort of somewhat emblematic of the general failures of our media, to be honest. While you are there stoking outrage, I'll just remind you that an area the size of Portugal has burnt down in Canada, and you seem to be getting your knickers in a twist about orange confetti being thrown at a wedding, when this is a man who's responsible, his legacy is the sustained economic collapse in this country.
Okay,
He's responsible for thousands of excess deaths.
Yeah, but it's his wedding day, James. It's his wedding day. It's his wedding day.
Look at the smile on her face. And Just Stop Oil were proud of those antics. They posted that on their official Twitter page. Nothing is sacred for these insane imbeciles. Nothing.
So an important question here is, do sociopaths deserve a day off from scrutiny? On his wedding day! On his wedding day!
An attempt to undermine that, ruin it for any kind of political or social cause is totally unacceptable. It's deplorable.
What would you say to those who say it's just confetti?
I would say there are legitimate means to make your voices heard. We live in a free society, we live in a democratic society.
Now, I think this attack is reprehensible. Whether you like George Osborne or you don't like him, that's not the issue. It's a private occasion. It's their wedding day. How does this make him feel? How does it make the bride feel?
He's not there to make a political point. He's there to get married to his wife, and his kids are there. It's very personal.
I will come to that, actually, because, as I said, it's emblematic of the failures of the British media that you haven't done your research that actually Just Stop Oil did not disrupt George Osborne's wedding.
Well, they did, because there's a video of them throwing orange confetti over him.
Yes, there's a video. No, there's a video of a woman throwing orange confetti at a wedding.
Yes, on private church property where she wasn't invited to be there.
How does it make the family and friends feel on what should be a special day?
No, James, this is what you tweeted yesterday on Just Stop Oil's official Twitter page. You look good in orange at George Osborne. Congratulations to the newlyweds. No further context whatsoever, but a video of orange confetti being thrown over George Osborne and Thea Rogers. That will suggest to most people that this was an event that was organised by Just Stop Oil that you fully sanction.
Well, you failed to sort of confirm that with us, didn't you? Actually, what we've done there is wish them well. I'll just remind you, actually, that the Professor of Economics and Public Policy at King's College London said that George Osborne's policies delayed the economic recovery of this country, right?
So this clip is from an LBC programme where a Just Stop Oil representative talks to Paul Brand. And before we hear a bit more, I want to stop and think about what was mentioned earlier with the poisonous email that was sent out to wedding guests and reporters. Now, instead of talking about the email, we're talking about Just Stop Oil, about someone throwing orange confetti over George Osborne, instead of what was contained within that email. Glimpses of it have appeared on the internet, but for the moment it's hard to confirm what the allegations are about. For now, we can only guess at the contents. Was it sexual? Financial? Sexual? Sexual? It all seems rather convenient that someone was on hand to throw that confetti.
He is the reason that we are living in the sort of smouldering cesspit that we find ourselves in, right?
So if
And
he wasn't,
you
if he
are
were
concerned about him, you are concerned about orange confetti being thrown at him.
More to come, but in the meantime, watch this video of a young Jacob Rees-Mogg and his love of money.